Hey, James Watson here, and I want to go over something with you guys about mass shootings and mass murders and these serial rapes and stuff. You know something else they all got in common? None of them were ex-felons. None of them had a criminal history. You know, there's always this criminal background checks, blah, 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 blah. First of all, it's the person, not the gun. Second of all, background checks aren't going to do any good because that's not how their weapons are purchased. And there's more ex-cops and ex-military that have been serial killers than anybody else. You don't know that, did you? Probably not. Pick any 100 serial killers. Bundy, Gacy, Dahmer, BTK, Berkowitz, Kroll, Kroll and McVeigh and Whitman. Those were all ex-military, by the way. The postal worker that was a serial killer. There's been business owners, the Aurora shooter. None of these people had a criminal history, period. They could have gone down and bought a gun anywhere. Got perfectly fine. Besides that, the pharmaceutical industry has a big part in it, but they don't want you to know that. And that is, almost all of them have been on some type of antidepressant, antipsychotic, or whatever. Now, an idiot or a liberal might say, well, that's because they had an imbalance to begin with. Or maybe if you would read the side effects, it says may compel you to be more suicidal or more homicidal. Let your doctor know if you feel that way. What if it's too late? What if you don't know? What if it already happens? You know what I mean? It's like the pharmaceutical industry. Let me tell you something about the FDA. A lot of medications don't ever get approved through the FDA because of the specific reason it takes so long to go through their approval process that they would lose so much money. So they don't go through the FDA for approval. And that way they get their medication or their supplements or whatever on the market. Doesn't pass through any type of true inspection. I mean, besides that, the FDA is pretty corrupt. They violate the Delaney Clause by allowing aspartame on the market anyway. So when everybody's out there wanting to dog on ex-felons when it comes to serial killing, you got more ex-cops. Do you know, here's something the media didn't tell you. 11 cops. 11 in the same week. 1 week got busted for child pedophilia or rape in the same week as Jared from Subway. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that a lot of them that looted the marijuana place were caught videotaped eating a lot of the products as they walked out. A lot of the times you don't know that right now, if you research how many cops have been busted for crimes, you would be blown away. They have been raping, beating, shooting, killing. And do you know how many of them get away with it? Do you know how many judges don't ever do anything to them? There's one cop that took jewelry off a dead woman's body. He walked right up to the crime scene. And instead of being worried about saving her life, he's worried about putting jewelry in his pocket. Now, this is the only bad thing I could say about conservatives, because I like conservatives. I have conservative values left and right all day. I am a patriot. I support our Second Amendment. You name it, I'm with them probably, except these idiots are bandwagon riders when it comes to all cops, no matter what they do. These cops are like beating up little girls for not putting out cigarettes. Come on, like, get real. Somebody does that to my daughter, they're dead. End of story. I don't care who they are. I don't care what they're wearing. I don't care what their profession is. Period. You're dead. They're going in the wrong houses and flashbanging babies in their crib, giving them third-degree burns. The wrong house. Like, you can't check and see that you're at the right house. You're that stupid. You shouldn't be a cop. And there are no good cops. This is what I hate. You see a cop with a good attitude. Oh, see, there are good cops. Yeah. Well, hey, you know what the problem is? Is those are the same cops. The ones that got the good attitudes are the first one to obey and go in on a warrantless search, or the first ones not to stop a fellow officer from killing somebody. They're the first ones to be nice or come across as that, and the last ones to stop criminal activity from their own. And when they do, they get fired. All of them. They get fired. There's so many of them. They're a pariah to their own police department if they stop another guy. Hey, you know we're not allowed to do a chokehold, man, but come on, get that chokehold off of him. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, he's going to rat on one of us. He's not one of us. No, he's just trying to do what's right, But they're out there doing warrantless searches and DUI stops, which have already been proven they're unconstitutional and they're not allowed to do them. They're not supposed to do them, but they do them anyway, don't they? So all these mass shooters, these guys, they don't have a criminal background. Almost none of them do. 99% of them don't. I haven't been able to find one with one. But you find more ex-cops and ex-military. And that's a shame too, because truth is, I love our military. I really do. I think they're fantastic. I want to do everything I can to help them if I ever got elected or in office. But I'm James Watson. Just a little information update for you guys. Take care. Bye.